Hey, this is Don from Padlock Technologies with another video. No glasses this time. We're going to do a video about how to create certificates super fast using CLI and OpenSSL. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video because somebody made a comment in my last video where I was talking about SSL VPN on FortiGate. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put it up here. Watch that video because that's going to tell you how to do SSL VPN on a FortiGate firewall. And in that video, I did say there is a different kind of certificate called a PFX file, which is going to be the subject of this video, how to create certificates using OpenSSL. Now, if you are a Windows person, you need to install the OpenSSL on Windows, and then you have to make some changes to the environmental variables so that you can use the OpenSSL commands in the command prompt. But if you are a Mac or a Linux users, my network engineers, you better learn how to use Linux. I don't want to hear anything about Linux, and it's not useful. It is useful for network engineers. In fact, it's probably the best operating system to use as a network engineer. But OpenSSL is already baked in with Macs and Linux. Again, Linux is probably the best operating system for network engineers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a PFX file. So we're going to generate the cert. We are going to generate the CSR. We're going to get it signed, and then we're going to generate the PFX. Now, what I'm going to show you is the basic way to do it. So you're going to have to go through some prompts. There is another way to do it that has a .conf file, which is basically everything you would put in a CSR just in text format. Now you're going to use that version when you want to do things like SANS, or if you have Catalyst Center and you want to create a certificate that way, it's better to use a .conf file for this. But this one, I'm just going to walk you through how to create everything from scratch, basic, and then if you want to see how to do it using a conf file, put a comment below, and I'll show you how to do it using a conf file. So we are here at the command prompt. What I'm going to do is I am going to first show you where we're at. So we're in my desktop. So I'm going to CD to desktop certs. So a folder there, and then I'm going to LSL. Now you see I'm doing Linux commands. This is why I say you better learn how to use Linux as a network engineer. As you can see, I have a folder called old certs. This is stuff that I did in all my previous labs. But I have the, what's that? I believe that is the current CA. Yeah, that's 9/12/2025. Okay, so that should be the current CA from my CA that is on my lab. If not, we're going to have to change that and get it signed by something else. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. We are going to do the OpenSSL command. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put some overlays on this to give you a little like the commands. But if you can see it in the video, great. If not, I'll put an overlay of what the commands are. First thing we need to do is generate the public private key. Now, the command for that is open SSL, right? Gen RSA, Gen RSA out, meaning this is the output. And I'm going to call this test key dot key, and then I'm just going to give it a key size of 2048. So now I just generated the key. If I do LSL, you'll see the key there. Okay, so now you see we have a test key. Now the next step is to generate the CSR using the key value. Now again, if you have the .conf file, you could just do the command. I'll type it in now. So you go open SSL request or REQ and then dash new, and then we're going to say the key is test key. Now, if I had a conf file, I would do hyphen config and then whatever .conf file, right? But since I don't have that, I'm just going to use the .key, and then I'm going to say out, and then we're going to say test csr.csr, and this is what's going to prompt you to go through all the prompts, right? So now you're going to say US, and then we'll just say, what state do I want to put in here? Let's just say New Jersey. For some reason, I want to put New Jersey in there. Locality, Let's say Camden. That's the city basically. Organizational name, I'll just put my organizational name in here for now. Organizational unit, I usually do engineering. And then common name, this would be your common name. So let's just say we call this test.pl.com. And then the email address, you just do support@pl.com. Just right. And then if you want to put a password on it, you put a password, right? You know what? I'll just put password one as the password. Who cares? Optional company name, I'll just do that. Okay, so let's clear, ls L, and now you see I have the CSR there, right? You see the test key and the test CSR. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cat, which is concatenate. Now you can use that, or you can use Vim, or you can use Nano. I don't think I have Nano on here, but cat is a lot easier because it's always there. So we're going to do test cat CSR. Let me make sure CSR, not CSR, and that is the actual CSR. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to slide this over here real quick. I'm going to get this signed over here. And for this, I'm just going to sign it as the web cert. Booyah, we got it signed. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to rename it test. No, just read test. I don't care about anything else. And now I'm going to copy that into my cert folder. Slide this over here real quick. Desktop. I'm going to actually put it in. All right, so that's there. And I'm also, just to make sure I have the right CA in this, I'm going to download the CA, the current CA. And let's just rename this CA cert dash 0914 2025. And that's an equal sign. I did not want to do that. Copy this here. I'll put that in the same folder as well. That other one because I just don't trust it. Move that to the trash. All right, so now everything's there. We can move the CA out the way. And let's go back and we're going to clear this out here. Now, I always do the clear command so you know exactly where you're at. You don't have to garbage all over the place. Again, this is why you need to learn some basic fundamentals of Linux. Now, if we go to ls.l, we have everything we need to now create the cert. So we have the test CR, we have the key, and we have the the CA certificate. So now we're going to combine all this into a PFX file, which includes the cert, the key, and the CA certificate in one file, which makes it way easier to upload. Again, if you're using Fortinet, Cisco Secure Firewall, or Palo Alto, you can upload the PFX file, and you don't have to worry about having different files in your, for certificates. Now, to do that, you're going to do open SSL, right? And then you're going to say pkcs12 export -out, and I'm going to say this is going to be called test pfx. I'll say test cert.pfx. So that's the name of the pfx file that we're giving it. Then you go in, and you're going to go in. That means the certificate basically, and this is going to be test.cer. Okay. Then you're going to say in key, which is going to be your test key. Then you're going to say cert file, which is your CA cert file. All right, which is CA cert file. Now, when you do that, that's your password. This is the password for your PFX. When you upload it, it's going to be the same password that you're going to need to have. So always remember this password, because if you don't remember the password, you're gonna have to redo it. And that is it. Now we have, if we clear, and we say ls l. Now I wonder if I could pipe. Let me pipe it. Let me see if can I pipe it, or can I just do wildcard PFX? There we go. So that's a little bit of extra Linux command line. What I did is I'm listing it out, and I'm looking for a wildcard, anything that ends in PFX, basically. And that is the PFX file that you would use to upload to, Secure Firewall, upload the Palo, upload the Fortinet, basically for your web certificate. Again, watch that video that I said in the beginning that I put the little card up for, and then you will just upload that to Fortinet, and you have your certificate. You have your certificate, it has a public key, and it was signed by the CA. So you have everything all in one. This is the easiest way to do certificates. Now, again, if you want me to show you the same video, but using a .conf file, I'll have to create the .conf file so I can show you how easy it is. Basically, the .conf file takes, in the prompt where I had to put like the US and state, locality and the state and all that. Basically, your conf file is going to have all that information in it, and then you can use that to create your certificate. Again, you would use that if you want to have multiple names in the SAN, right? Because then you can say, okay, I want it to be this name. I also want to have this name in there, this name in there, this name here, this name in there, right? That's why you would use a .conf file. If you want to see that video, I'm gonna keep saying it, just put a comment and I'll make that video. So that is how you can quickly create certificates using the CLI and OpenSSL. I hope you enjoyed this video, because when I learned how to do this, changed my life in terms of creating certificates. I can whip out certificates in like 10 seconds. Well, let me not do that. I could whip out what this took like probably a couple minutes to do. Especially now, if you got the conf file, you could really just turn these out, no problem. If you like cool stuff like this, I have a bunch of other videos on this channel that I want you to check out, because you're going to learn different vendors, different, techniques, all kind of cool stuff. And again, I'm not vendor, I don't drink the Kool-Aid, so I'm vendor agnostic. Please share, comment, like, and subscribe, especially this video, because I think everybody should learn how to create certificates in OpenSSL, because it's going to help you in the future. This is Don from Padlock Technologies again. Thank you, and have a nice day.